We are at Indigo in Belleville, Ontario, and I have my friend Doug ASSELSTINE, a talented cartoonist and artist, with me. And what we're going to do today, we are going to talk about your work, the creative process, why we're here today, and the future. Okay? So I want to start off by asking you to tell us, Doug, about what you do.
Well, I'm a cartoonist, and I have two books presently with Indigo and Amazon, and we're trying to promote these books and get them out there and see where it ends up. We hope to be doing some traveling in Canada for a start, perhaps even England eventually. And it's been a lot of fun so far with Indigo. It's a real honor to be here.
That's awesome. So before you said, so why England?
Well, I was born there,
Okay.
and it might be interesting to go back and the English like humor books, and I have relatives there still.
Very
I
cool.
wouldn't mind visiting.
That's good. Thanks for sharing. Now, can you tell us how all this began?
Well, perhaps when I was about 16, I got interested in cartooning, and it was a gradual start because I was more of a serious artist. I draw portraits and you name it, paint, oil, watercolor, and then slowly I progressed to cartooning. I kept that mainly as a hobby.
Okay.
And then when I was about 16, I developed this idea for this cartoon character, and I never could get it out of my head. And it was many years before I said to myself, it's time to get this character onto paper. And it took me a couple of years to develop the Gorp cartoon style, and really had a lot of fun doing it. And then I progressed to doing Outside the Box, which is a more contemporary style. Both styles are uniquely different. In the cartoon world, you'd never be able to tell that it was done by the same artist.
For sure, for sure.
And that's a challenge in itself.
Yeah, yeah. That's very interesting. Now, before we talk about the creative process, what inspired you to do that?
Just my love of perhaps humor.
Okay.
I like, I've always enjoyed comedy. And I've always, when I was a kid, followed the old cartoon styles that were in the newspapers,
Yeah.
The Far Side and Jim Unger with Herman. I've been told a few times that my drawing style, or not my drawing style, but my humor is very much between the two of them,
Right.
which is really a compliment, makes me feel good.
Yeah, that's interesting. So could we say that now you are a comedian cartoonist?
I think I'm something, but I don't know what I am.
That's good. That's good. I think
Sometimes I'm just a smart aleck.
well, you have a very unique style, and so that's why I want to ask you about this. Like, how does the creative process work? Can you walk us through?
Well, I tell young artists, when you look at a piece of paper, don't stare at it. Nothing's going to happen unless you put your pen or pencil to the paper.
Okay.
Just scribble, do anything, get a start. And basically, that's what I do. I could sit and think for hours, perhaps, and come up with nothing. But once I put the pen to the paper, things start happening, and I come up with captions and ideas. Quite often I take an idea that I'm excited about. I may be working on 20 or 30 cartoons at once, in different stages of progression. But I had this one idea, and I've got to put that in paper that day. And then I put the brakes on, and I say to myself, hold on, that's a good cartoon, good idea, but wait. And sometimes, quite often, an idea will pop into my head that's even better. I can just add one element, and it becomes far better cartoon.
So does that mean that while you're waiting, you're thinking about it?
I'm thinking about that and also thinking about other ideas. So often I work on many ideas at once. I do a couple of characters. I'll add something, maybe a tricycle, we'll say, a Trojan horse, whatever, and let it sit. And then a few days later, something hits me. I put another character in, or remove a character, and I've got a gag. Just hits me like a brick.
Right, but would you say that like all the okay, so you get better at it when you start working on it, but from the get-go you should have some idea, an initial concept, right? So before you even start, you should have something.
No,
No?
no.
You
no.
just grab
no,
the
often I just
pencil.
just take characters, put them together,
Okay.
and change the position of the characters. Add an element, like I said before, and it just hits me. It just pops into my head. Maybe a day or two later. But about 20% of my cartoons, I dare say, is by putting characters together, throw some kind of background in, and it just comes. Other
Right.
times, I talk to people in conversation, and I get an idea, and I pull out my little recorder,
Very cool.
and it's solid. I don't forget it.
Right. So before this is great. Before we talk about the style, let's tell us a little bit about the ideas. So where do you get the ideas?
Usually by observation, something in the news, uh, something very abstract.
Okay.
For example, I see a truck, and I say to myself, I'll draw that, and I'll remove the front door.
Okay.
Now, what can I do with that? Now, right now, I don't know. But once I put it in paper, leave it, eventually I'll come up with an idea.
Okay. Okay. So we could say that it is inspired by everyday life
Everyday life.
experiences. Okay. Okay. That's very cool. Okay. Well, let's talk about the style. What inspired your style? You have a very unique style. So did you?
Well, actually, unique styles because I draw on two different styles. That's
Okay.
unusual for a cartoonist.
Okay. Okay. Well, tell us about that then.
Well, the character Gorps,
Yeah.
I developed when I was, like I said, when I was about 16. The idea was there. Never did it until I was probably 40 years of age. And it took 2 years to develop the concept and get it onto paper. I didn't know what to do with it really until I got it onto paper. And I designed it actually for animation, and that's far-reaching. And eventually, I hope to find someone who will animate it and go for it. My other style, out of the thinking outside the box, that took a long time to develop. Over the years, I developed a very sophisticated style when I was younger, and broke away from that into another style. And my style kind of derived from the Gorps, in that when I was creating the Gorps, I was drawing a leg, and somebody bumped my arm, and the line went down. I looked at it, and I thought, what can I make from this? And then it dawned on me, make the legs longer.
Okay.
The legs were shorter at one time. So people think because I'm tall, that's why they look so tall.
I
It
see,
was just an accident, a happy accident.
Okay.
And the same thing with this outside the box. The legs are very long, not because I'm tall, but just because it looks good. I even draw people with bigger feet than they actually have.
Right. Right. So okay.
And unlike a lot of cartoonists, when I draw human characters, I try and change the heads. Most cartoonists will use the same style of head or face. I don't. I try to strive to change the faces and heads. I think it's more interesting and not as boring as doing the same character from head to toe over and over again. I find it so boring.
That's very interesting. So okay, well, I'm interested because I'm not an artist, far from it. So that's why, like, have you over the course of many years, have you researched and tried to learn what other artists do? Did that help you at all to have
No, because I don't. The only two artists I ever followed, Gary Larson, The Far Side, in the newspaper. I never bought a book. I liked his ideas, his concepts, and Jim Unger with Herman.
Yeah.
I loved his sense of humor, and he was the only one. I think I bought 3 books, and I loved his work, his style. I don't draw in that style, but I can appreciate a different artist's style. So I don't follow them closely because I'm afraid of plagiarism. Because you could actually,
Right,
even
right,
accidentally,
right,
you can come
right.
up with the same idea and think it's original, and it's not. So I try and stay away from looking at any other cartoons.
Right. So what I can tell you, you're very original, very unique. Okay. Now, what if people want to get in touch with you and learn more about the books and what you do? How can they get in touch with you? You said it's
Well,
available on Amazon and Indigo,
yeah,
right?
that's correct.
Okay. Is there another way they can?
Well, I have a website. It's called Gorps Cartoonists.
Okay.
.com,
Okay.
and I have both my styles on there and some announcements occasionally.
All right. That's
And
good.
I have my more serious artwork, airbrush artwork on there also. I used to work at for quite a while,
Okay. Okay. This is very
and
good.
some information.
Okay. Well, that's good. That's good. So, thank you so much for taking the time to talk to me. Now we are gonna call you a comedian cartoonist, a very unique, brilliant, original. Thank you
Well,
very much.
I would say smart aleck.
Okay, thank you.